Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces January 25, 2023. Uranus has just turned direct after almost 5 months of retrograde motion, renewing your spirit to innovate with business or money-making ideas. With this inventive planet waking up, you're ready to make changes. It's easier to find answers to recent dilemmas on these fronts, and you're willing to fight for what you're worth, if necessary. With the sun in your solar house, a new moon there yesterday, and the ruler of this sector now direct, there's also vital and forward-looking energy with friendships, networking, happiness goals, dreams, and hopes. It's a powerful time for collaboration. You're capable of tremendous effort to further your personal objectives. Even so, miscommunication or delays can be part of the day with a Mercury-Saturn semi-square today. Fortunately, you have people in your corner. The potency of the new moon in Aquarius is quite strong at this time. New moons are beautiful gifts from the universe, as they highlight a new journey that may now lie before your feet. While new moons always offer something fresh to you that hadn't been there before, they also encourage you to seize the day and carve out your own path forward. The actions that you take now will culminate at the full moon in Aquarius 6 months from now and can echo out for a full year. Consider how you can harness this energy and become the master of your destiny. Do not be surprised if you are a little more introverted than usual. As the moon enters Pisces today, you may become quieter and quieter. This is not usually like you since you tend to have a vivacious, loud presence at work. But the subconscious lunar energy will encourage you to take a step back and to be a bit more passive. Your passivity does not suggest that you lack courage or have poor leadership skills. That Uranus is spending his first full day in direct motion in your income sector is advantage enough, giving income potential the green light for the first time in 5 months. However, that this comes just as Mercury is spending his first full day in direct motion in your career sector, and as this professional year has also been given the green light, is making this a much more significant turning point. Watching the world go by will not suffice for you these days. You want more action, more involvement in things, more people to communicate with, more. This is an effect of today's aspect that will last for a couple of days. Take this energy burst with a grain of salt because you may not feel like following through on everything you start during this phase. You would be wise to stick with your regular exercise regimen. It's time for a little fun in your life. And this is certainly the day for it. The essence of this day can see you feeling social, cheerful, and adventurous. While your ambition is commendable, you also need time to let your hair down for at least a little while. Make some plans to get together with some friends, or plan for some romance with that special someone in your life. Don't worry, the work will be there waiting for you tomorrow. With Uranus in his first full day in direct motion in your income sector and Mercury his first week in direct motion in your career sector, both this professional and financial year have been given the green light. However, as these were the last of the 4 planets that began the year in retrograde motion to turn direct and on the heels of the weekend's new moon, this is part of a more general wave that is starting to sweep things forward, and not just financially and professionally. As the moon wraps up its first visit to your friendship sector for the year and the new moon this created when it returned 2 days ago, Venus moves into her final 3 days here. This is leaving you more emotionally engaged, while the moon's friendly aspect to planets on the communication and relationship fronts as it moved through has helped to cement what the planet of love has been working on since her return 3 weeks ago. Our eyes in the sky. The Aquarius moon in the early daylight hours gives us the energy to think about what the future holds. For the first time in a while, you're making plans and strategizing about the best way to catapult your profession, self, and everything in between to a higher level. The moon moves into Pisces later in the day, giving us the opportunity to take a step back, relax, heal, and dream about our visions coming to fruition. Use the Pisces moon as an imaginative and creative inspiration to get the ball rolling. Our week begins on an optimistic note as the Sun in Aquarius sextiles Jupiter in Aries on Tuesday. This aspect can produce some serious windfalls as what we've been working towards suddenly becomes easy. This is a great day to start new projects, expand your circle, and take a risk. Then, lovely Venus unfreezes our hearts when it moves into starry-eyed Pisces on Thursday. The next 4 weeks can be a very romantic time as we enjoy seeing relationships through rose-colored glasses. However, don't forget to look before you leap into any major relationship. End the week on a social note when the Sun trines Mars in Gemini on Sunday. This is not the day to stay home. The vibe encourages us all to mix things up, especially since we get a ton of fresh ideas when Mercury in Capricorn trines Uranus in Taurus that same day. Try something new. Give the gift of good communication. When you are feeling pent up inside, count to 10 before you try to put your thoughts to words. Today's aspect may cause you to be inexact and the most critical things need to be communicated. Your emotions may be hard to control. Get rid of excess energy by working out at the gym, if possible, or going on a long walk. You will be thankful for it at the end of the day. The celestial configuration encourages you not to focus entirely on what is happening on the surface of your relationships, or to continue to exist in a state where you can accept certain things about your love interest, but not others. You would be wise to look at the deeper reasons why you became involved in the first place, and where it seems to be heading. A little analysis brings fascinating insights. In the pre-dawn hours, the Aquarius moon aligns with Saturn. Under this aspect, our emotional needs come second to obligations to work or family affairs. This limits our ability to connect with others on a feeling level. Although self-discipline and restraint are required, we won't feel like we are making too grand a sacrifice. Objectivity allows us to keep a cool head in the face of crises. Put your head down and take care of business. The sooner you complete what's on your plate, the sooner you can get back to enjoying yourself. This is a time when you are cordially invited to sit down and analyze your relationships from as many different perspectives as you can manage. The celestial configuration is helping you to see clearly just where you are holding yourself back by your insistence upon relating to others in certain set ways. These are limiting your growth and keeping you locked behind certain defense mechanisms. It is now time to begin removing them. Following this, the moon aligns with Venus, brightening the mood considerably. At this time, we remember who we are working for. We understand that owning our duties helps those within our families or communities. Although we may be preoccupied with our workload, we enjoy knowing that our service supports a good cause. The moon enters a void of course following this aspect's perfection, lasting until after sunup.